to you, because I'm going to relive it. I'm going to go back to that place. Okay, watch this, ready? When I was on life support, I was in a complete and utter state of denial. This hasn't happened to me. I haven't really had a car accident. It's okay. I'm going to wake up from this nightmare. For 2 days, look, Sam, you haven't really lost your arm. You haven't really wrecked your leg. It's okay. You're in this movie. It's going to end soon. You're in this nightmare. It's going to finish. For 2 days, I was in a complete and utter state of denial. And then realising what had happened, I remember going through pillow after pillow, just simply for my tears. But not because I was sad for myself. I was more sad that my kids would have to grow up with a disabled father. You need to realise, my little girl, she was 4 years old at the time. The last time she saw Daddy, I was throwing her up in the air with both arms. We were running, we were skipping. Now suddenly here I am, lame in a bed with only one arm. I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know how she was going to accept Daddy for what had happened. And I remember lying there in my hospital room, and out of the corner of my ear, I remember hearing my little girl. She was singing and she was skipping like she always does, right? But this time, right down the end of the hospital hallway. And I sat up in my bed and my eyes started to well up, not knowing how she was going to react, not knowing if she was going to accept Daddy for what had happened. And I'm staring at the door, just waiting for her to come in. Then suddenly, I remember seeing these tiny little hands, and she grabbed hold of the door like this, and she peered in, and our eyes just met. And she ran into the hospital room, tears are running down my face, and she jumped up in the bed and she goes, Daddy, 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 did you have a car accident? And I said, yeah, I had a car accident. And she goes, Daddy, 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 did you lose your arm in the accident? And I said, yeah, I lost it. I lost my arm. And she goes, Daddy, 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 the doctors, they couldn't find your arm anywhere? She literally thought they just had to find my arm and sticky tape. Sticky tape fixes everything, Daddy. But my kids have never said, Dad, I wish. Dad, I wish you had 2 arms. They've never said it. My youngest son, he was born after my car accident. He's never known his dad with 2 arms. And that's okay. I'm now going to take myself out of that story. Come on, let's give that performance a hand.